Here we are at Stinky Woods. It's about nearly 4 p.m. actually. Right. It's been one of those days actually. Well, I started brushing Chewie. I got this thing the other day that I'd ordered from eBay, which is supposed to deal with the undercoat of hair. Now on Chewie's bum, the undercoat of hair is really, really thick. It's a pain in the arse. So I thought, right, wash him first. So of course washed him. That wasn't easy because he started shaking as soon as I put the water on. But Chewie, pack it up. I have to wet you all over again. The whole idea of this bit of water on you is so I can soap you up and then wash you. Okay? That's a pack it up. Don't be dozy. And so yeah, I had to wait for him to dry then. And I'm gonna try that later. Give him a brush over first and then give him a little go with it. I think the idea would be really first cut his hair again, probably, and then certainly brush that area of his anatomy every day, because that area is always the area that gets bad, always gets quite matted. I'm not sure what it will do with Gracie. I have no idea. Gracie, she's here yet. Here you go, Grace. Just checking, making sure you're here. Hey, one time you got left indoors. I should have taken her collar off. I was going to do that, but I completely forgot. You alright, Grace? How you doing, bub? I have to keep an eye on Gracie's hair to see how her hair's going. Whether it's matted or all that sort of stuff. If it is, I can cut hers again, really, because we're early in the weather-wise. We've got a lot of decent weather still coming, so yeah, they've got time before we get the colder weather for the hair to all grow back beautifully. It's going back nicely though, you can see. Hi Kylie, how you doing? So yeah, all fun and games. Well, so it turns out Rob and Bianca and family are still in Kent. I was thinking I could go down, really, because it'd be a long time before they come up here. So, I mean, they might not actually be coming up here. So if I want to see them, want to say hello, then I might have to go down there. I was thinking actually I could. Got a big enough car now, I can get all 11 in that car. In the Mercedes, so that's fine, I could use that. It seems to be a reliable car, it's quite easy to drive. I mean, one concern is maybe it's too easy to drive on a motorway at night, because I'd have to be driving at night. But at this time of the year, it ain't too bad because it's not night until really night. So generally speaking, even motorway driving, it'd be in this sort of light, mostly until about 11, 12 o'clock at night. So it's not too bad at all in that sense. So that's good. I'll have to find hotels that I can, stop off at least one hotel. Yeah, on the way there, and another one on the way back. Hopefully find one sort of in the middle-ish. But in the middle of this means at least 6 to 7 hours of driving. Before stopping off. So with sleep apnea sort of issues, that's not good. That means an awful lot of coffee has to be had. But it does mean also with the dogs, I suppose not that much coffee needs to be had. Just get out the car, walk around a bit, wake up. Stimulate yourself a bit, wake up a bit. Yeah, that works. Yeah. That's the reality, isn't it? Deal with that. And then, well, as I say, with somewhere to stop over, even the caravan site, if it's got toilets there and the showers there, I wouldn't be happy necessarily with sleeping in the car because that would be not comfy at all. Ideally speaking, a hotel that allows dogs would be brilliant, because then I could say, okay, half the dogs can sleep in the car, half of them can sleep in a hotel room. So the ones that are less likely to poo indoors can, sleep in the hotel room with me, or sleep in wherever the hotel provides for dogs. The rest can sleep in the car. There's plenty of space for them all to sleep in the car, really. When they go in the car to do that, they can sleep in those positions, really. Wouldn't be too much of an issue for them. No, not really. It's something worth looking at, but certainly if I can find somewhere, yeah, ideally speaking, you know, that would be good. Well, because then I'll have a bed to sleep in during the night, and then start off again next morning. Right. Then again, still got 5 hours to drive. But certainly I'd be thinking, try to avoid London. Stay away from London sort of area. Yeah, try and take a route that avoids all of that. Yeah, you don't want that route. You don't want to go anywhere near central London. Especially now, we're turning most of London into a push bike track. Yeah. Yeah, that's what basically London's there for now. Wait! Pick it up. Locki. No fighting. Get yourself locked. Get yourself Bubba girl. No fighting, bub. So yeah, I mean, I'll speak to them about it as well. See what they think about the idea, but because they may be planning to come up here next week. If they're planning to come up here next week, there's no point me, trying to find a way to get down there, is there? So yeah, and then I'll pray about it. I won't say to them it's a definite. I'll simply say it's worth speaking to God about. Yeah, that's it. Really. That's as far as I'll go with the situation. Is it's worth speaking to God about it. But more than that, no, not really. Right. So, yeah. Other area of topics. Well, one thing that was on my mind is, once again, you keep coming across this thing in society where you get people, for some reason, people that are poor, people that aren't powerful, still believe that the justice system will work for them. It won't. It won't. If you're not rich and powerful, it won't work for you. It's not designed for you. It's designed to look as if it's designed for you, because of course these low-level lawyers have to get paid. Right? So especially where it's one of those cases where you're taking somebody to court, and you have to hire everyone and pay for them. They will stiff you for as much as they can get. But I fully believe that the lawyers are, the whole system is rigged. That basically when you go into, it used to be rigged obviously years ago. I've spoken about this before on videos that, any lawyer who was in, or any person defendant who was in the Masonic order would simply go and give the sign to the judge when he went into court, and automatically he's not guilty. They still have to have the procedure, but the judge would know he can't find this person guilty because this person is a fellow Mason, so therefore it's against the Masonic code to do that. It's not so obvious now, but what you do have is you have lawyers who are of a certain level. If you go and get a little tiny lawyer and you're trying to take on a bigger group of lawyers, your lawyer basically knows he's not only the underdog, he's like Teri. Teri comes in to these dogs here, and I take her in. What she does straight away, she shows her belly. That's what a little lawyer is going to do to the bigger lawyers. Show their belly. They're going to submit straight away. Basically, they go into a room. What do you want the final judgment to be? They go and ask the big lawyers, what do they want the final judgment to be? What are they looking for? Okay, we'll do that. The little ones will try and go for a bit of a compromise if they can, get a bit of what they want as well. But generally speaking, I'll come this way. Over here. Right, generally speaking, it's what the bigger ones want. If they want something, then they get what they want. Because they're the ones who have got the power. They're the ones who are working for the powerful lawyer company. against this little tiny township lawyer who's got no chance at all. Absolutely no chance. Oh no, of course the system can look as if that tiny lawyer has got a chance. Sometimes they may even win a case, but then the other ones will just appeal. And they keep appealing, and they keep appealing, and they keep appealing, until you're like 20 years down the line, and the person who you were fighting for is dead. You know? And they keep doing that because that's what the system is. Basically, the rich and powerful will say, we win. That's what this worldly system is for. That's who it's been designed by them. You know, going right back through the times of when we first had kings and queens, you had your lords, and you had your justices, and you had all that. Those were the people writing the rules. They wrote the rules for them. They still stand for them. The police created for them, to protect them from the people below. You know, the plebs, the poor, the working class, whatever name you want to actually use for that major group of people who are the majority of the people on the planet, really. The rich and the powerful are the minority. So the reason why this never makes the news and stuff like that, well, firstly, they own the media. So, you know, they're not going to let stories like this, really play a massive part in the media because they own the media. That's not going to work, is it? What are we coming down here for? Do you have any idea why we're coming down here for? Is there a path down there? I think come this way. Over here. Over here. Come. Where are you going? You coming? Come on. This way. Here it comes. Here comes Lucy. You coming? You coming? Locki, Covie, Micky, come. Here come Chew. There's Chew. Little fluffy Choo. Starting to be all fluffy again. Here they come. There's Locki and Locks. Where's Covie? Micky. Covie and Micky, come. Come on. Here, Covie. Come, Cobes. Micky. Oh, Riley and Micky as well. Riley was missing. Okay. Still waiting for Micky. Would you stop jumping up on me, you nutter? Your nails are still sharp. Micky! Stop jumping up. Jacob, hang up. Nutty. We still haven't got a Micky, have we? Eh? Where's Micky? Hang up, you. Here he comes. Here he is. There's Micky. Hey, Micky. Here he is. Hey, Micky, move. Got more now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, got more. Okay. Okay, got more. Got more. Okay. Cushy. No, I mean, put it this way. I mean, if you are not rich and powerful, the sooner you learn that the system isn't designed for you, the sooner you'll stop giving lawyers money that you're never going to get back, and you never had a chance of winning the case in the first place. So, just understand that, really. Wait! Hang up, you two. Enough. No fighting. Mollie, too big. Mollie, Micky, too big. Leave it. Go on you go. Too big. Leave that now. Nutters. Trying to take great big branches through a load of doggies. Doggies are just going to get whacked in the head, aren't they, really? And Mollie, how you doing? Beautiful girl, ain't you? Beautiful bubba. Well, put it this way, I mean, part of the reason why people don't think they need God's kingdom part of the reason why people don't think they need God at all is because they think this system will work for them. It won't. No chance at all. That's the point, it won't, it can't. It's not designed for you. The whole point of this system is designed for the rich and powerful to make you think that if you get to be rich and powerful, you can have some of what they've got. You can be in a system that now favours you because you're now rich and powerful. You see? That's why you've got these people doing ridiculous things on YouTube to try and get the likes, the subscribes, all that, to try and get 2 million viewers. Because they make a fortune out of that. They now get rich and powerful. At least to a certain degree, at least they think they're going to. They get rich, but they don't really get powerful. You know, Logan Paul and people like that, they got money. The thing of it is, they have to employ a huge team of people to keep this going. Now, have a massive team of people, so a lot of their money goes on them anyway. So they have a load of money, but they don't really get to spend it or enjoy it. They go and waste it on stupid stuff. Then they lose it. You know, they go and buy fast cars and, you know, do all that sort of crap. Because even they realise that when they get the money, they don't get the power. The other people that are rich and the people that are powerful, the people that are rich and powerful, they still don't respect them, even though they've now got money. It doesn't matter. You don't get respect just because you've got money. That's the reality. But that's the point, is that the system makes it look as if you do this, you do that, you work hard, you could be one of these rich and powerful people. Come here, this way. Who's not there already? Someone is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How you doing?
Hiya. Hello. I see you.
Got little babies as well.
Oh. What?
Careful. No. Well, I've usually got a mic with this thing, but I can't put the mic on because we lose it. Yeah, like you've just lost that. The amount of mics we've lost because they jump up and knock the mic. Alright, so I don't even bother with a mic anymore.
You were all lovely.
You jogging or just walking?
It was a jog, but it's too hot for that, so...
Right, yeah. Good idea.
A walk, isn't it?
Well, it's actually quite pleasant in amongst the trees. You've got a nice little breeze and got a bit of shade. It's not too bad. Right. Well, I'll take these out now. Right, we're going to give you a break. Come this way. Come this way. Come here. Over here. This way. Come. This way now. Come on, this way. Come on. Teri. Come on, Teri. Come. Come, Teri. Choose. It's a good girl. Was you saying hello? You were saying hello. Good girl, Teri. Wait. Stop jumping up. Bad. No. Come saying hello to Teri. Doesn't mean you jump up. Pick it up. Nutter. We're going to hang around here for a second, give that lady a chance to go forward. Well, all they're going to do is jump all over and try and sort of give her a chance to put her headphones back in and enjoy music. Right. Now, people have got to stop striving for things that they cannot attain. Because part of it is, you imagine you are Logan Paul. You do all that thing. If you think that you're going to make the money, well, people like Logan Paul. Not just Logan Paul, but people like Logan Paul. You work really hard. You create like a business empire sort of thing. And then the rich and powerful still look at you with disgust and disdain. The law still treats you as a pleb, as a working class piece of crap. You're like, what do I need to do to get some respect? The problem is, who are you looking for respect from? These disrespectful pieces of worse crap who are the rich and powerful. There are people that do far worse than the poor could ever do, but get away with it because they're rich and powerful. They get away with it in this system, but they certainly never will do in God's. Because the Bible says, how hard is it for a rich person to get into the kingdom of God? And the description is something which is incredibly flipping difficult. It's like, Jesus, she's gone a long way. Already, I've only been turned a few minutes. She's quite tall. She's certainly taller than me, so obviously her stride is better. It's certainly bigger than mine. So yeah, she's got quite a distance. I suppose we can start moving in this direction now. Hi. Now, as I said last night in that video, we need God. We're in a situation where we need God. We need to be led and guided by the Holy Spirit because, well, for example, let's say I decide I'm going to go down to Kent to see Rob and Bianca and family. Yeah, so okay, I don't speak to them, I don't pray about it, seeking God on what I should do. I start journeying down there. Now, I could journey at the wrong time, which could be the wrong thing for me completely. I could get into a crash because, you know, I'm not stopping where I should be, I'm trying to get as quick as possible. That big problem. Even if I'm being sensible with that, it could be the wrong time, there could be another nutcase on the road that God would have warned me about had I actually prayed and sought guidance from him about the situation. I could get all the way down there. They're not down there, they're coming up here. I could have passed them on the way up. They're not noticing because they're not looking for me in a Mercedes. I'm looking for them in whatever they're driving because I've got no idea what they're going to be driving. No idea at all. So we need to be led and guided because it's not just a case of me speaking to them and them saying, yeah, good idea, you come down. Or even them saying, don't worry, we're coming up in a week. Even if they say, don't worry, we're coming up in a week, it's still a case then of praying, seeking God in the issue. Because let's say, for example, let's say something happens that's really bad and they're not around next week. They're gone. As in they're dead. If I want to see them, I should go now, right? Yeah, I'm not saying that anything's going to happen to them, but the thing of it is, you don't know yet. That's the point, you don't know. We always think that we can make our own path, we always think that we can be wise enough to make decisions like that. You know. We can't. As I said before, we don't see the picture. In any way, shape or form, we don't see that big picture. Only God can see that. Only God can see that, you know, I mean, it might be a case that through travelling down to there might be someone who desperately needs a lift. Yeah, from where I am or near where I am here, right down to down there somewhere. It may be a life or death situation. So it may be the case that God wants me to give that person a lift. But if I decide to go a day earlier or a day later, or even hours earlier or hours later, that ain't going to work, is it? Hours later, they might still be there. Hours earlier, they won't be there. Yeah, so, yeah, as I say, we don't know. We don't know what we should be doing, when we should be doing it. We need to check with God. We need to be praying. We need to be led by the Holy Spirit. We need to be walking according to the kingdom, not according to the world, because I say there's nothing of this world. Video last night, I was talking about self. Self is of this world. Self is incredibly destructive. Come here. Oi, here now. Gracie. Grace here. Self is based upon your emotions. Your emotions are part of your soul. Your soul and your spirit are constantly at war with each other as to who's going to basically run the direction of your life. Now, if you're a Christian, your spirit needs to be connected with God and basically running your life, not your soul. But your soul is what was in control of your life before you became a Christian. So your soul doesn't necessarily want to let go of that control, does it? You know? And the more you play to self, the more you're likely to end up alone. Yeah. Because self is about purely yourself. Relationships are often about self. People look to what they can get in a relationship, and as soon as that relationship starts getting uncomfortable, they're gone. They're gone. They won't hang around. They won't fight for it. You know, they won't do whatever it is they can. Yeah. It's yeah. That's why you got a lot of these women, you know, older women trying to be like sisters to their daughters rather than mothers to their daughters. Because it's about them still feeling young. It's about them wanting to feel young. It's certainly not about what's best for their daughters. Even about what's really best for them, because what's best for them is to, you know, maybe work at, you know, your health so that you can live for longer. If you can, yeah, feel younger. But you're never going to be that young again. You're never going to be where your daughter is again. Even your daughter's never going to be where she is again. That's it. She's 18 and one day old. She's never going to be 18 and one day old again. Come this way. Here now. Here now. Come here. Come this way. We come down more or less to the beach area, so come back. I don't want to go in the water. It's quite a warm day, but I don't want to go in there. Come on. This way, Bubs. Still got Jacob. Hello, Jakes. You with us? Locki, start off. Keep an eye on Jakey. It's not Jakey, he's keeping an eye on. Look at him. He's actually keeping up with her. She's not running full pelt. No, she wasn't running full pelt, but he was doing pretty well considering. Yeah, she's a lot more used to it than he is, and still quite a lot bigger. But he's doing incredibly well, he really is. Right, Covie, hey Juice, what are you eating, Bubs? You do know you're going to get food when we get home, yes? You get some good food when we get home, won't you? Everyone but Choo Choo. Chewie's going to have food that's going to keep his poo firm because his poo went dodgy. Good point. Where's the Chew? Chewie! Where's he? Chewie! Oh, he's over there. Come on, Chew. Come on, monkey boy. Monkey boy! Hello, monkey boy. How you doing? Chewie doing good. You alright, Chew? What are you doing, mate? Chewie, come on, this way. Chewie, leave it. He's trying to eat the little leaves. Or little leaves on the branches. There's those sort of things here. With the flowers. Trying to eat those. No idea why. No idea. Chewie, where are you going? Chewie, keep up. Come on. Yeah, I'd be happy enough to cut his hair. I realised something. I was watching the videos of the lady, I think Canadian lady who cuts. There's the groomer. Yeah. A few things I learnt from watching her. That if you wash the hair before cutting it, that's a good idea. How on earth I didn't figure that out? Every time you go to the blinking barbers, they wash your hair first before they cut it, don't they? As soon as I saw her doing that, as soon as it clicked, oh, that makes it a bit easier. Okie dokie, yeah. Right, that does make sense then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, wash it first, then cut it. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. They also, right, leave it. Cove, behave. Covie, leave it. Yeah. Jacob, come. Mollie, come. Teri, come. Yeah, they were also cutting the hair on their paws, in between their toes, which did make sense as well. So, come here, Gracie! Gracie! Grace! Oh, someone's scared of dogs, that's not good. Okay. Come on, hurry up, Mollie, come. Bring it down. Right, no jumping. Right, Covie. Covie, no jumping. Stop it now. Covie. Covie, stop it now. Chewie, Mollie. Stop it. No jumping. No jumping. Stop it now. Stop it now. No jumping. Be good. Be good, babies. Covie, no jumping. Covie, no jumping. Come on. Right, Covie.
A lot of energy there.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of energy.
Right, go on you go. On you go. Go on.
Are they collies?
Ah, they're all collies, yeah.
They're all collies. If you clipped them, they've got a lot of fur, haven't they?
Well, yeah, a few of them have had haircuts.
Yeah.
Including her.
What's this one?
That's Amber.
Is she a collie?
Yeah, she's a collie as well.
Is that a red collie?
Yeah, red and white, yeah.
You hardly see that.
Aye.
Oh.
She's had a haircut.
Aye. Oh, look at them. They are so adorable.
This one's Jacob.
Oh, gosh.
And then you've got, this one's called Teri, over there, the little tiny one.
Oh,
Called Teri Ball.
And I do like
And this is Jacob's mum.
I
So,
think this one's coming home.
aye. Smiley, Mollie.
You must exercise. You need to exercise like, what, 4 times a day?
No, basically they come for a run here,
Yeah.
then they come for another run just before bedtime,
Uh-huh.
and in this heat that knackers them.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do any more than
Yeah,
that. On the not so hot days, 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah.
They're quite often just take them around somewhere on the field, you whack the ball for them for about 10 minutes,
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Collies,
plenty.
and they're in good condition. And you do see them sometimes a little bit tubby. They should never be tubby.
Yeah, well, as I say, collies are never fat.
No, they should never be. You do see some that are probably just not exercised
Gracie.
enough. I
No,
see.
Gracie.
Oh, I see. I do.
Well, I say, when I got him
Yeah.
from the farm, I got it from a farm, the farm said, do I want her as well? He was just getting rid of her.
She outlived her usefulness, or?
Well, basically, they were trying to train her to do, sheep
Yeah.
training.
They don't
And
always, yeah.
She didn't take to it,
Nope.
so
Yep.
they basically said,
Yeah.
we won't want her to get pregnant if you can. They said, but if you want her, take her. He said, because if I list her,
Yeah.
quite like it's someone who's not very nice, he's going to take her.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, okay, I'll take her. I said, I'll add her to the pack. All right.
God, my sister doesn't even like dogs that much. Look at them. So devoted. What's that?
Aye.
I do like collies. I have to say, I absolutely do like them. What you saying, Nenny? What are you up to?
Well, her name is Teri, his second name is Ball. So when she's naughty, it's terrible.
Terrible. You're terrible. Oh, I see. Oh,
She loves belly rubs. Teri. Eh?
oh, look, don't pee on my binoculars. I've lost the plot here, I think. I've lost the plot.
Ah, look at
Teri
Teri.
Ball, you're a darling.
She's an absolute
I
sweetheart.
think I'll stick on it.
Well, this one here is going to be the boyfriend of Teri.
Yeah.
Then you've got Covie there and Locki Down there. So Covie and Locki Down are sisters. And that's the mum of those two.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I planned to keep her, but then she was gone for about 7 weeks to a new home, and they said, can I take her back?
Oh, too much work?
So I took her back.
Yeah.
So,
Too much work?
no, wait, get here. Come here.
Oh, right,
Come on.
Oh, right.
Gracie,
They were doing it.
Gracie, come.
You were doing well, Janet. I see it. Well, get the stick. Oh, no way.
Well, as I say, so little Jacob will have 3 girlfriends. Lucy.
He came through the ledge and duff.
Right.
Unexpected.
Oh, they do that all the time.
Oh, that was
all
funny.
the time. Through the legs.
Through the ledge, yes. Silly
Like
boy.
Mollie here,
Yeah.
she'll actually put something in between your legs. And if you step backwards,
Yep.
she'll lift it up and move it in between your legs again.
And you, yep.
Here she goes.
Here she goes. Right.
If you move back a bit,
Okay. Okay, what are you doing now? Okay.
see, she keep coming forward.
You know them so well. Oh, they're darling. You're doing
Aye.
a good job with them. It's just made the day. We saw no birds. We were up at the bird feeder. Very few birds around. So this has made the day.
Aye.
This has definitely made the day.
Is the bird feeding area open now? Because it was closed.
You can't close it. It's Jonathan, where was the bird feeder from here?
Well, there's one right over there.
Oh, that's right.
Aye.
No, you can't close it.
No, there's
Oh, I know the one that's spiny.
no, there's one right over there, but that one over there has been closed off because they're nesting.
Oh,
Because the birds were nesting. But that's where you get squirrels and all that.
That's right, yeah, and it
Yeah.
wasn't closed at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there wasn't that much.
Well,
around.
obviously nesting is
Of
over.
course, nesting, of course, yeah, of course you're right.
Yeah.
Well, are you actually crunching sticks?
Yeah, they're like crunching
Oh,
sticks.
what's this then? Oh, you didn't get enough attention
That's
before.
Locki Down.
Yeah, Lucky's just decided she
Well,
wants...
Locki Down.
Yeah, oh, look
So
at you.
she's named after Lockdown.
Lockdown, Locki Down.
And she's named after Covie.
Oh, Covie, yeah, I wondered that.
Covie.
Eh?
Hello, Covie.
Oh, it's
Hey,
like
love.
non-stop adoration. I don't know
Aye.
how you've got time, Clive. Right, we'll get this
Right,
Right.
you go this way.
Right.
Come on.
Okay, I'll join you.
Right, have a good one.
Nice to
Take
meet you,
care.
Clive. You continue.
Come this way. See what I mean about meeting people and how they, you know, the doggies really cheer their lives up. Fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. But that's pleasurable. You know, I love that because you know that, you know, these people, it's going to brighten up their day a bit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to go home, they're going to tell people, tell their husband or whatever, oh, we're on this walk and we've got all these collies together as a pack, and they're all friendly, jumping up, saying hello, and there's the babies and there's other ones that are a bit younger, a bit older, yeah. It's lovely. Well, especially like with Mollie, because I was telling the lady about Mollie, you heard. Yeah, because Lucy went in between the lady's legs, so she was surprised. I said, well, try it Mollie. I said, Mollie will bring something to you, but going between your legs, if you move back a little bit, she'll then move forward a bit. You keep moving, she'll keep moving. Yeah, she'll lay down, settle in between your legs again, you move back a bit, and she'll, okay, move forward a bit more. Yeah, we play this game with Mollie all the time. And it's something that she learnt to do. And it's fun for her, she enjoys it. Don't mind Kylie. You having fun? Did you say hello to people? You did? Good girl. Good girl, my Kylie. Hello, Lux. How you doing? Hello, Locki. Good girl. Go on. You good girl. No fighting. No fighting, not Lux. No, but they're having a good walk again. That's the point. Yeah, it's important to have a good walk because we're now... Okay, there you go. I don't think we're going to stop to get drink because I had 2 of the 2 litre bottles filled with water and they emptied them yesterday when we stopped for a drink. 4 litres of water gone. So, well, that's why I say that. Yeah, if I was taking the dogs all the way down to Kent or something like that, I'd have to make sure I've got plenty of water in the car, yeah, because they're going to get hot in the car. Yeah, they go for runs, I have to have a drink, I have to make sure I stop and let them out, pee and poo, give them some food. As I'm driving a bit more, they have a chance to sleep. Oh yeah, I mean, all that is practical, it can be done. It's just a case of seeking God and saying, what do you want me to do? What's the wise move there? Yeah, because I'm quite happy to do it, you know. Well, because even when I was doing driving lessons, I did, I think, a couple of 4 hours sessions. And it's just a case of having a cup of coffee after 2 hours, you know, just sort of keep you going, sort of thing. So, yeah. Yep. Well, as I say, I don't mind either way. I mean, it's manageable with these. If that's going to be done, it has to be done relatively soon because once Mollie's getting closer to having pups, I can't really have her in a car, you know, with other dogs pressing right against her all the time. And come this way. Yeah, so she's still got, what, 3 or 4 weeks to go? Maybe 5 weeks to go actually, so yeah, that ain't too bad at all. I have to see whether I've written the date she made it on the calendar. Come here! Here now! Come on! Here now! Here now! Come on! Whoever you're barking at, pick it up. Even yourselves. Pick it up. Look at them. Look at Teri trying to keep up now. Even Teri's trying to keep up. Look at her go. She's all excited now, look at her. Oh, big run. She's all excited now. She ran with the big dogs. Oh, she ran with the big dogs. Amber keeps having a go at her. See, Amber doesn't have a go at... Amber! Hang up. Amber doesn't have a go at Jacob at all, because Amber knows that Jacob is not hers. So Jacob is unlikely to try and feed from her, although he probably would. He's got herself covered. Wait, will you stop rolling that? You keep on getting yourself covered in muck. And to try to get the muck off, you keep on rolling back in it again, which is a bit silly. Wait, Jacob. Nah, Jacob. No fighting. We're on walkies now. Runs, yes, fine. Walkies, fine. Fighties, no. You don't do that, no. So yeah, expect to see Chewie with slightly less hair next time. There's his bum now. All fluffy again. It'll be less fluffy next time. Quite likely. Well, as I say, if the new sort of undercoat comb thing can sort that out, then great. I won't have to cut his hair. But if that thing, if it's a bit too tuggy with him, it could be a bit too tuggy, you know, I'd just cut his hair. Okay. But then use that or another brush every day just to keep the undercoat down. So with Mollie, she doesn't tend to have that as an issue. Doesn't seem to be a problem for her. You know. Whereas with Chewie it always does. Yeah, Lucy's been cut a few times, not a problem for her. Micky, I'm not sure, I think it's probably his first time of being cut actually, his haircut. So I've no idea how it's going to affect him. And Moo, how's my Micky Moo? Oh, Mr. Mousey. How's Mr. Mousey, eh? Mr. Mouse. Mr. Micky. Wait. Jacob, hang up. You tell him. You go tell him, Bubs. Tell him not to beat you up. He's got a massive size advantage on her, so he will try and use it. Oi! Alright, Locki. Was you biting my hand? What is she doing? Locki Lou, what is she doing? Was you biting Daddy's hand? You want Daddy bite Locki? Did you want loves? Is that what you wanted? You wanted loves? Well, we're on walkies, so focus on walkies. We'll get loves later, okay? Yeah? You're good, there you go. I will check actually in the car to see if I have. I should still have some water and drinking in the car. I just don't know how much I have in the car. Nowhere near as much as what I had yesterday, clearly. But yeah. Yeah. On the football stuff, I responded to something earlier where again people are coming out of crap with regards to why Ollie should have got a contract. Saying that when Ollie took over United, the players were just a bunch of misfits, and well, they weren't. They weren't. Were there some players who didn't fit? Yeah, of course there were. Yeah. Well, because managers have their styles, they have their ideas of how they want to play. But the problem is that the difference. What happened was Van Gaal came in, realised that the board and the management brought him a load of attacking players, and Di Maria, Depay, or was Depay a year later? Depay was a year later, wasn't it? Di Maria, and there's a few others that have brought in, who were brilliant, absolutely fantastic. First 5 games, United were really, really good going forward, but then, terrible in defence. So basically, he had to tell the attacking players, don't attack so fast, because when you do that, you leave our defence weak. You go forward quickly, leaving a massive hole in our defence, because our defence just can't cope with that. They're not good enough. Of course they weren't. Smalling, Jones. Yeah, no. Clearly not going to be good enough. Really, Smalling, Jones, no. So, yeah. That's the reality there. Come here. Here now. Come here, wait here, Bubs. Come here, wait here. I don't know where these people are going, so let's give them a chance to decide. Come here, yeah. Here, Covie, come here. If they haven't got a dog, it's not too big an issue. If they've got a dog, there's various other paths they can choose to go up. Come here, Gracie here. Gracie. Gracie. Gracie, here. Gracie, here. Get in here. That's what mucked up my plans, isn't it? Gracie, come here. Get here. Yeah, that's not good when someone reacts like that. That bloke moved his legs like that. Not clever, really. Come here, now. Get here, Grace. Is your collar not working? Come here. Get. Lay down. Come here, Grace. Gracie, here. 1 second. Your collar is charging. Not working. I was trying to beep her collar. Get her back. Not working, he's charging again. Okay. Let's give those people plenty of chance. God, they're walking slowly. Come on. Flies around here, tons of them. Well, as I say, with Van Gaal, yeah, that's the situation with Van Gaal. With Jose, exactly the same. Jose had asked for certain defenders to be brought in to help him. Although they did bring in Depay and Lindelof. Yeah, 1 second. Jesus, flies, will you pack it up? They brought in Lindelof and Bailly. Yeah, Lindelof and Bailly for Jose. Now, Bailly, brilliant player, but because he's sort of get in there, get stuck in player, he tends to get injured. He also tends to maybe sometimes be out of position because he stays in and missed the ball. Suddenly there's a massive gap. Now, Jose didn't like that. I don't think he's ever liked that sort of player. Teri was not that sort of player, was he really? You know, Teri, certainly in the latter part of his career, was always a measured defender, which is what Jose liked. And so, yeah, I don't think Jose likes that sort of player. So he never really picked him. Then Lindelof just wasn't good enough. Lindelof was playing alongside Smalling or Jones, and Jose just realised this is a massive problem. Our defence just isn't good enough, not in any way, shape or form. So yeah, he brought in Matic. Matic, you could see the point. Matic sitting in front of the defence, helping them out a bit. You could see the point of that. Didn't really work, did it? So Jose was asking Pogba to sit there as well, because Pogba's a big lad, right? Big, long legs. So could he possibly be a end-to-end midfielder? Well, no, that's not Pogba's strength. But you can understand Jose trying that. Problem is, it wasn't working. Now, Ollie's tried the same thing. Ollie's tried to play Pogba deeper. Oi! Locki, what have I told you about play fighting? What have I told you about play fighting? Enough. Not on walkies, Bubba. Play him up, leave it. Micky, leave. So, yeah. As I say, Jose came in basically because Jose would have told the players exactly the same as Van Gaal. You know, don't attack too fast. So players like Rashford, Martial, Lingard and a few others were told to just basically, possession is the key, because with possession, if suddenly we lose the ball, we can protect our defence, right? It was all about a weak defence. It's always been about a weak defence. That's why Ollie plays with two central defensive midfielders. It's still about our weak defence. But he plays with two players in front of him, right? Because he's trying to let the attacking players attack a bit, but of course then they have no teeth because there's not enough of them. And the attack is still far too slow, because they can't attack in numbers, because the two central defensive midfielders are basically told to sit as much as possible, you know? And Fred can't pass to save his life on most occasions. But Tomine, there's a lot of mistakes in him. He certainly is not a defensive midfielder. He's not that. He's not an attacking midfielder either. So, same as Fred. Neither of them are good at attacking. Neither of them are that good at defensive midfielder. Certainly would either of them compare with the better defensive midfielders in the world? Nope. Would it even compare with even the worst attacking midfielders at United? No. No. So what exactly are they? No idea. But so Ollie's gone with that. And basically the difference is Ollie, when he came in for the first sort of 10 days, all the way through the first season, basically, first half of the season, he was here. He just told the attackers to attack. You know, he basically arranged them to counter-attack. Like in that game against Tottenham, I think it was. Or Arsenal, to start with, Tottenham or Arsenal, I'm not sure what it was. Having Lukaku playing sort of around the midfield line mark. You know, so there could be a quick counter-attack. Now, of course, that favoured the fast, younger players, didn't it? That United have got up front. Martial, Rashford. That enabled them to play the way they want to play. So, of course, they are happier. Yes? Even Shaw is happier because he can get forward a bit more. Yes? Shaw was miserable under Jose because Shaw's strength isn't defending. Right? It just isn't. And so under Jose, Shaw had to go forward and get back really quickly to cover for that weak defence, which of course he wasn't in shape for. That was down to him. But Shaw was one of these players who basically wanted a manager to cuddle up to and would give him a nice cuddle before bedtime and that sort of stuff, and that wasn't Jose. You know, Jose gave Shaw a lot of hard love, whereas Ollie came in, and of course Ollie gave Shaw that cuddle before bed, and you know, told him what a lovely player he was and what a lovely man he was, and how he just had a very gentle heart, and everyone loved him. Don't worry, everyone loves you. And of course Shaw brightened up and started playing slightly better football. So slightly better. I don't think Shaw in any way, shape or form would be counted as one of the best left backs in the world. Not at all. I don't think he is. I mean, his defensive ability is decent, pretty good. Right, Teri, no, Teri, leave it. Stop eating poo. Move out of the way. Go, move. Go on, move. Stop eating poo. Go. Go on. Go on. See, I'm not as big than you. Do as told. Do as you're told, little Teri Twos. Stop eating poo. That's not your job. I got food for you at home. You get that food when we get home, okay? That's my job, is to feed you, not your job to find food around here, okay? So, yeah, so after 10 days, the other clubs figured out that, hold it, United are playing counter-attack football because their clubs for a long time have figured that they can attack United and maybe they're going to get something because the defence is weak and because the attackers have been told not to attack too quickly. So they're now playing a counter-attack. So if we just sit back a bit, they can't play counter-attack. They have to come at us and then we'll counter them. But when they come at us, it means that they now expose their weak defence. Did Ollie have any answers for that? Nope. The answer was, let's go and buy some players. Yeah, the answer was Bruno. The answer was Jadon Sancho. In fact, we didn't get Jadon Sancho last summer was the reason why we didn't compete as much as we should have competed, maybe. That's what a lot of people think. So getting Jadon Sancho this summer means we're going to compete better this summer, or this season. Bruno came in, and Bruno started basically telling the players where to go, what to do. Whose job was that? Ollie's. Who was doing it? Bruno. So yeah, we started seeing slightly better improvements in team play once Bruno came in. But who was orchestrating that? Bruno, not Ollie. Now, a lot of fans, they don't care. As long as there's a bit of improvement, they don't care. But then when it comes to giving the manager a new contract, they're not looking to see what was actually happening at the time. And so many of them are basically saying, as I suspected, after 12 to 18 months, if he hasn't won anything, sack him. Ollie, that is. But then, if you sack him now, you've got given him a new contract, you're going to pay off a load of money now, which you wouldn't have had to have done had you not given him a contract until the end of his current, or the contract he was on. We still had a year to go. That would have given him a year to prove that he can win stuff. that with these new players, he can take the club to a newer level, to the next level. If he doesn't, then sack him. Fine. But all this rubbish that he's not been given the players, yes, he has. Oh, he has. Even before this transfer window, he'd been given the players. He'd been given a lot of players. Yeah, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Bruno, Telles, Cavani, James. I'm not sure who else, but at least them. There would have been quite a few others, I guess. But he's been given players. That's the truth. He has been given players. Van der Beek being another. Van der Beek, a player that Ollie doesn't like. That's what I mean. All these people that say, well, Ollie's done well with the signings. Well, excuse me, Van der Beek, who signed him? Was that Ollie? Did Ollie do well signing a player he doesn't want to play? Not really. Amber! Stop eating poo. Don't care, Bamba. Pick it up. No, I mean, the reality is that when it comes down to it, yeah, there's some bizarre goings on there. I mean, people are now raising the theory that maybe Man United gave Ollie a new contract because Erling Haaland is going to stay at Dortmund for another year, and then with Ollie still at United, United can go get Haaland because Ollie has a good relationship with Haaland. Yeah, okay. That's a bit conspiracy theory crap, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't believe in any of that stuff at all. I don't think that has any bearing to the truth. I don't think the people at United are quite that clever, really. I don't. I mean, certainly the way the club has been run over the past 7 to 8 years, they're clearly not that clever, are they? Even before that, you even go back to Fergie time. Yeah, the last years, the club wasn't really being run that well. Players were sold, big players were sold, big players were lost, they weren't replaced. They should have been replaced. Yeah, now United have been spending a fortune on players, let's say like Di Maria, Depay, Lukaku, Fellaini, players that weren't a fit for what United needed right then, that United then had to sell later and lose a ton of money on. Had they just replaced the players that needed to be replaced when they were retiring, when they were coming towards the last years of their career, when Fergie was still in charge, they could have saved themselves a ton of money. Yeah, they wouldn't have wasted money on all these other players, would they? If they'd have got someone in to replace Giggs at a time when Giggs was still there, but coming towards the end of his career, in Fergie's last season or the season before his last, you would have had someone ready-made in there for when Giggs was stepping down. Same with Scholes, same with Keane, same with Ronaldo. Yeah, they brought, let's say, Valencia to replace Ronaldo, which is crazy. But then when Valencia went to right back, because he didn't have a right back, you then get a right midfielder to go in there, slot in there. But they didn't do it. For any of that time, they didn't do it. They played Park Ji-sung at right midfield. They played Fletcher at right midfield. Excuse me, Fletcher, right midfielder. Really? Park Ji-sung, right midfielder? No. What are you doing, Jakes? You putting grass? Okay, my boy. Right, anyway, there you go. They're eating sticks and putting grass, so I'm going to say that'll have to do for today. You get my point with regards to Man United, anyway. Yeah. So you take care, God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.